TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Welcome to this presentation on this Monday evening between the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders and the Macomb High Bombers. I'm Caden Strens. Joey Elnick, the cameraman upstairs. Behind net for the Bombers tonight is Macomb Daytoner, and we've got Carter Hankins behind the net for Quincy Notre Dame. It's Quincy Notre Dame 5-10-1. Macomb High 2-10-1, and we are off and running here on this beautiful Monday evening. Quincy will kick it in the Bomber pitch. To the left side and out. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experience and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 20. 3 convenient locations to serve you 2 in Macomb and a 3rd in Bushnell. Meanwhile, Quincy coming on the attack here on the left side. Gets by a Bomber. Here comes maybe a shot. Moves to his right. Now up towards the middle. Here comes a shot, and that goes out of play. So the first scoring opportunity for Quincy Notre Dame tonight. As that goes wide to the right. We'll have a goal kick here for Macomb. Now just about 80 degrees and sunny skies tonight, September 30th, 2024. Quincy once again in the Bomber pitch. Here comes a shot that gets deflected. Still with the possession. Here comes a shot and wide once again and out of play. We'll see another goal kick, I believe. That'll go towards the 40. Bombers will kick it into the Raiders' pitch. And back towards the goalkeeper, Hankins. Long kick there. Quincy Notre Dame ends up with it. To the Bomber pitch, passes it over the middle. Contested right now. The Raiders with clean possession. Moving it upfield. And back out of play. We'll see a throw-in for Quincy. Looks like a throw-in for Quincy here near midfield. Quincy's had it The Bombers pitched the majority of this match so far. Now moving in. Back towards midfield. About 5 minutes into this one so far. Still nothing. Quincy though once again on the Bombers pitch. Off a Bomber head. Quincy will kick it back into the Bomber end. Nice defense there. Bombers towards midfield. Looks like we'll see a throw-in for the Bombers. Gets by one. We'll see it go out. For a throw-in. Macomb will throw this one in. Nice pass up towards midfield. Quincy trying to go quick with this. A little bit of an off-balance pass towards the left corner. Quincy moving in. That's number 10. Moves it to his right. Now up. Here comes a shot. No shot. Nice defense on the Bombers' end. That would have been a good scoring opportunity for Quincy, but not meant to be. Quincy takes it back though on the Bomber pitch. Been on time of attack the majority of this match so far. Moving in. Passing it across. Will it be enough? Too much. That goes out of bounds and a throw-in for Macomb. Another throw-in coming here. While we have some time early in this one. Let's get a sponsor read here. Ron LB Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. And with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron LB Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb on East Jackson Street. Stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. Back towards midfield here. Macomb trying to move it in here. A little bit loss of a balance there from Hayden Katz. Quincy Notre Dame takes back control of this possession. Now moving in. Back towards the middle. Nice defense though for Macomb. They try to take possession back here. Quincy Notre Dame back with control. Pass a little too much. Closer to the Macomb goalie end though. Moves it over the middle and out of play. We'll see a throw-in. Looks like we'll see a throw-in now for Quincy Notre Dame. Back towards the goalkeeper, Hankins will have a long kick all the way up to midfield. Sliding grab there. We'll see a stoppage of play. Looks like a foul called. Possession will go to Quincy Notre Dame. So nice defense there. Turns it into a foul and a possession to the Raiders. See a substitution for Macomb. Back towards the middle of the field. Bombers try to move it into the Raiders' pitch. Raiders take it back. Back into their own end. Quincy with a lot of scoring opportunities early on, a few more than Macomb. Macomb really hasn't had any scoring opportunities so far early on in this one. See a throw in for Quincy here. So now Quincy trying to move in here and make something happen. Nice pass. Back-to-back decent passes. Quincy trying to move in and get another scoring opportunity on their end here. Some contested defense on the Bombers' end so far, though, has made this really tough for Quincy Notre Dame to get a shot on net. Still without a shot on net so far, even with all these opportunities. Towards the left corner, once again, Bombers clear it out. Looks like it'll be a corner kick. See what happens here on this corner. Kicks it up towards the net, heads it off, and scores. Quincy goes ahead 1-0, I believe. And it looks like they do. Yeah, 1-0 on that header as he heads it in. So the Raiders go up 1-0. About this, right at this 12th minute. So it's 1-0. Combing their own end, trying to move it up. Quincy, that was their first shot on net. They were able to put it in the back of the net. Coming quick with it, another opportunity. At least trying to make something happen, that is. Moving to his left. Comes a shot too much and out of play. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Back towards middle of the field, Macomb trying to get their first opportunity here. Still really not much going on their end. But Quincy Notre Dame responds right back into the Bomber pitch. Going back and forth right now. At the end of the day right now, Quincy Notre Dame with that possession and the lead. 1-0 in this first half. See a throw in for Macomb here. See another throw in here. Another head. Now maybe another opportunity. Macomb trying to get it out of their pitch. Quincy Notre Dame still with the possession. Passes it to the left. Now back towards the middle. That pass intercepted. But Macomb trying to take things back here. Kick over the middle. Quincy Notre Dame. Once again, Quincy with the possession. Heads off of a bomber. Two bombers. Quincy Notre Dame still with the possession though. As they come on in. Shot deflected there. Back towards middle of the field with Quincy Notre Dame back with it. Back to the goalkeeper Hankins. Hankins will pass it to Hendrian. We're just about 16 and a half minutes into this one, and Macomb without a shot on net so far. It's 1-0, Quincy Notre Dame. Now Macomb towards midfield, towards the Raiders pitch for the first time in some time with the possession. Back towards midfield and into the bomber pitch. Now midfield once again. Quincy Notre Dame with the possession. That's Woodyard. Now moving in, Hendrian. Passes it to Woodyard. Back towards midfield. Clears it off to the left. Back towards the corner, and Hankins will take this one. Back towards midfield. Headed off a bomber. And we'll see it kicked out for a throw, and we'll see some subs come into the game. And now a quick 15-second ad.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports. And
Back with you here. Quincy moving in. Might have a scoring opportunity here, but a bunch of bombers in the way. Still with the possession. Here comes a shot, deflected, and then headed. Still with the possession, and just wide of the net to the left, the goalkeeper colliding with that net. Daner. And we'll see a goal kick here. Turned over. Macomb trying to get something going there. Brief collision. And it looks like we'll have a foul call there. Might be an opportunity here for Macomb to get some momentum going here. We're just about halfway through the first half, and no shot or shot on net so far for Macomb's offense. Quincy Notre Dame, that is, takes the possession back. Looks like Royer, I should say. Get the possession for Macomb and look to throw in. And Quincy Notre Dame will take the possession. Pass crossed up the middle. And now going to be a little bit of a tough foot there on that pass and a little slide and clearing it out of play.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Back with you here after that short pause. Moving in towards midfield, back towards the Raiders' pitch. But nothing there. See a throw in for Macomb. And we'll see it go out of play and a throw in. Macomb trying to get something going here, as they're in the Raiders' end, but not with possession so far. Clear it towards the middle. Trying to get some numbers here is Quincy Notre Dame. Long kick towards the left corner. Keeping it in play. It's Royer trying to move it up for Macomb. It'll be out and a throw in for Quincy. Back towards the goalkeeper, Hankins. And we'll clear. Be Royer with the throw in. Gonna try and get the pass up. Not much doing there. It's gonna head out. And we'll see a throw in for Quincy. That'll go towards the goalkeeper, Hankins. Back to Hankins. They try to get it out of their end, and they do. Back towards midfield. Macomb trying to get possession here, still without a shot. As there's some contested action there, but out of play. Looks like we'll see a goal kick for Quincy Notre Dame. Quincy trying to go off and run in here. Intercepted, now back towards the right corner. Might have some action here. No foul. Quincy Notre Dame back with the possession. In their own pitch, they try to get it over into the Bombers' pitch. Nice defense on the Bombers' end. They'll take some possession here. Back towards the middle of the field. Hankins will kick. Will roll and get the kick off into the Bomber pitch, headed off of a Raider. Bombers look to take some possession back here though. It'll go out of play for a throw-in for Macomb. It'll be Royer throwing this one in. Just under 15 minutes to play in this first half. Quincy Notre Dame ahead 1-0. Here towards the right corner. That appears to be Nolan Kuraz. And that will go wide to the right. Attempting to get a shot there was Hayden Katz, but unable to do so. So it'll be a corner kick for Macomb. Taking that corner kick will be Hayden Katz. Saw Quincy Notre Dame go ahead 1-0 on a corner kick. See if Macomb can have a good corner kick of their own. That does not go as planned for Macomb. Might have a one-on-one. Goalkeeper goes off of him and unable to get the back into the back of the net. Perfect opportunity, but the ball was rolling quick and too fast for the Quincy Notre Dame Raider to put it in the back of the net.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back with you here out of this brief break. Quincy Notre Dame had a perfect opportunity to extend this lead to 2-0, but they were unsuccessful. So it remains 1-0. Nice defense. Back towards the right. And a save by the goalkeeper, Daintner. We've got 12:20 left in this first half. The Raiders ahead 1-0. Trying to move things in here. Hankins will pick it up. Quickly into the Bomber pitch. Trying to get a shot there, but out of play. See a throw-in. Headed off. Bomber's going to try and clear it. Unsuccessful, but too much on the shot attempt from Quincy. And it looks like a goal kick is coming. That'll go out of play, it appears, and it will.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Pass it towards midfield. Nice pass. Might have a shot here. Nothing yet. That'll go to the left. We'll see a throw in for Macomb. Quincy Notre Dame takes it back. Nice move, but goalkeeper Daytner will take control of it. Down to 9 minutes to play in this first half. Quincy Notre Dame ahead 1-0. Back towards midfield. Put a long kick off a bomber head. Back towards the middle. Moving in, looks like we'll have a stoppage here. Located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, Illinois, serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Again, 309-837-6700 for your takeout today. Pass will be intercepted. Macomb trying to take possession here and get something happening here in these final 7 minutes of this first half. Once again, Joey Elenick in the camera. I'm Caden Strenz here in the booth tonight for this presentation. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH between the Macomb High Bombers, Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. Quincy Notre Dame went ahead on a header to make it 1-0. And that's where we've been at since about the 28th minute. Since about the 12th minute, I should say. Check that. Nothing there. Macomb defense locking it down. See a stoppage of play. Down to 6 minutes left in this first half. Quincy Notre Dame ahead 1-0. Majority of this first half has been spent in the Bombers' pitch. That's turned over. And has left his shot on target and saved by Daytner. Goalkeeper Hankins will kick it up over the middle of the field. That'll go out of play for a throw-in.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Back with you after that 15-second break. Quincy Notre Dame still with possession. Moving it towards the left. Enough velocity for Macomb to keep possession. But Quincy Notre Dame takes it right back. Now here they come on the attack towards the right. Pass to the left too much. It'll roll out of play. Under 4 minutes left in this first half. Quincy Notre Dame 1, Macomb 0. Going quick with it, Hankins will kick it away. See a throw in here. Appears to be Macomb. Now down to 3 minutes left in this first half. And out of play. We'll see it thrown from Macomb here. 2.5 left. 1-0 Quincy Notre Dame. See another thrown from Macomb as they look to move downfield. See Royer throw this one in for Macomb. Now moving in. Trying to get something going late in this first half. We are near halftime. Down to 1.5 to go. Gets by a couple bombers. That goes wide to the right. Or should I say, that was saved by Daytner, a diving save as he moved to his left. A nice play there. Reached the final minute of this first half. Now moving in. Shot. And he scores. Here in this final minute. Quincy Notre Dame extends the lead to 2-0 on one heck of a shot there. Wow, what a way to end this first half for Quincy Notre Dame as they extend their lead to 2-0. And once again, didn't seem like a shot that's taken very often, but give credit to Quincy Notre Dame, they were able to put it in the back of the net. That'll go out of play. Quincy Notre Dame moving in. Might have another opportunity. The Bombers turn it over, but take it back, and that will conclude this first half. All Quincy Notre Dame here in this one so far. It's 2-0 in favor of the Raiders. We'll take about a 10-minute halftime break. Be back with you in the second half. Once again, the score, Quincy Notre Dame 2, Macomb High 0. You're listening to this TSSR presentation, which is presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm gonna have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
As you know, MDH is our title sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we're here with Lindsay Douglas, the Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment. I about left out provider out of that. So Physician and Provider Recruitment here at MDH. It's a huge mouthful for me, so explain to us what that is.
Sure. So I am in charge of bringing in candidates for both physician and provider positions here at MDH. So provider meaning anything like nurse practitioner, advanced practice nurse practitioner, physician assistant, things like that. So I source those candidates, bring them in, and try to find the best providers and physicians to provide care at our facility.
So you found a home at MDH. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been here? Stuff like that.
So I am from Macomb originally. I graduated from Macomb High in 2009, graduated from WIU in 2014, studied communication there, and started my career in politics and worked for a couple different state representatives and state senators. Then found myself in the educational realm for a little while at the Regional Office of Education, and eventually found myself here at MDH. I started here in February of this past year. I started out as patient advocate, and this role opened up, and I'm now in the role of Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment.
Obviously, McDonough District Hospital, very important to Macomb.
Sure.
And it's the communities not only of Macomb, but Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, Industry. You're from here. So what was it that drew you back here and got you to stay here at MDH?
So MDH is like home to me. I am a fourth generation MDH employee. So my great grandma Nancy Weaver was one of the first nurses that they hired when the hospital opened in 1958. My grandma started working here maybe 10 to 15 years after that. She started as a CNA on acute care, and then she worked in peds, and eventually she worked as the unit secretary for home health and hospice, and she retired from that position after being at MDH for a total of 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. My mom is here as an administrative secretary. She's Brian's administrative assistant. And so I'm now here as a fourth generation employee of the hospital. So it was kind of a thing where I always thought I might end up at MDH just because of that family legacy of working in healthcare.
So before we came on camera, I heard a story. You guys were at a speaker recently, and you got to be there with your mom.
Yeah.
Does that make it really special to be a part of MDH, to still have your mom working here?
It's so cool. My mom is down the hall from me. So if I need something in the middle of the day, I can run down the hall and grab her. But it's also just cool to think about like the legacy that leaves in the community, especially being fourth generation and female. I think that's just a really special thing for my family and for this community here.
So as we look at those kind of, you have a personal connection here. How do you use those personal connections when you're out trying to recruit a physician or a provider?
Sure. So I use the story a lot of my office, actually. So I'm in room 318, which was a room for patients at one time, and now they've converted it into an office space. And one of my favorite stories to tell physicians is that my great grandma was sick in the hospital and was in that room, and that's where my grandma was recruited to join MDH. So my grandma had no plans of working in healthcare, but she was taking care of her mom as a sick patient. And the nurse at the time came to her and was like, "You are such a great caretaker. Why are you not a nurse? Why are you not doing this as your full-time occupation?" And so my grandma decided that healthcare would be her lifetime and like 50 years. And so she started working for MDH and was recruited right out of my office. So I just find that to be a really special connection when I'm looking to bring people to this community. Like, the recruitment started in this office 50 years ago, and here I am starting a whole new legacy of recruiting people. And I just am so passionate about this community, and I just love living here. I moved back here from Quincy, chose to raise our family here just because we really love Macomb, and we really love being in McDonough County.
So obviously the personal touch, you got the great personal story. You love Macomb. What does MDH offer to the providers and the physicians? What's the sales point for you on the professional level?
So because we're a small rural healthcare organization, your voice is heard here much louder than when you're in a large organization. So when you're in one of those larger hospital systems, you might be one of 15 to 20 providers in a specialty. At MDH, you might be one of 2, you might be one of 1. And so your voice in that medical staff office is going to be the loudest one in the room about your specialty. And that's a really unique situation for a physician to be, the main voice for speaking for pediatrics or for speaking for orthopedics or whatever that specialty is. You're it. You're the guy. You're the one providing the care for the whole community. And you don't get that if you go to a large healthcare organization.
So those bonuses are probably obstacles in some cases as well.
Sure.
So how do you overcome those obstacles?
It really depends on the provider. If someone is really wanting to be in a place where they're just in the background, they don't want to be that main voice, I kind of have to tell them, this is unique. It's a unique community where you're going to go out into Walmart to get your groceries and run into one of your patients, and you're not going to find that everywhere. And that might be scary for you, thinking about, well, I don't want to mess somebody's care up and then run into them and have to explain it to all of Walmart. But it's just, you can also sell that as you're not going to go to Chicago and work somewhere where you're going to run into your patients every day.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today. Hopefully some people can understand more about MDH and how it's such a family-oriented business. And
second half underway. Quincy Notre Dame is ahead 2-0 over the Macomb High Bombers. A last-second goal, or in the final minute, I should say, of the first half. Quincy Notre Dame extended their lead to 2-0. On a lengthy shot, their first goal being a header from a corner kick. He's Joey Jelinek. I'm Caden Strench. Joey is joining us in the booth for this second half. He was the cameraman in the first. Here comes a long shot again, but that goes out of play.
Yeah, it looked like Quincy was not taking a lot of those long shots early on in this one. You could hear some of the player chatter going back and forth about, hey, take the shot from about 20, 25 yards out, but they wouldn't. But as you said, at the end of that first half, they took a long one, and to start this one, they take a long one.
Meanwhile, Macomb still looking for their first shot on net tonight. Quincy Notre Dame has locked them down on the defensive side. I should say they've had the ball a lot more than Macomb on the offensive side. Not much defense needing to be done so far.
Yes, Quincy has done a great job keeping the ball in Macomb's third as they push again into their third, looking to score here. And it'll take a deflection.
But now here comes a shot, but to the left. So it looks to be a goalie kick here.
There's a Macomb player down.
While he's down, we'll take a quick break. Be back after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back with you here after the injury timeout. Was able to get up and off the field. There's a Macomb bomber on the ground. Couldn't see the number. Couldn't tell what number it was.
The sun is deadly here tonight at Macomb High School. Really tough to see anything.
Well, last Monday, while we were here, it was a little wet and damp. There was no sun in sight.
Nah, you know, I'd take those wet 65-degree rainy days, but dry during the game kickoffs rather than this any day.
100% correct there. Quincy Notre Dame. Not doing much. That's actually out of play, so we'll see a throw-in for Macomb. So again, they trailed 2-0 here early on in the second half. The key to the game for them here in the second half is to just try to get some shots off.
Yeah, they really just need to push the ball into Quincy's third. As put a guy on there, but nothing doing for the Bombers. Get a throw in on the near side.
Saw Macomb win last week against A-Town. That one 1-0 the final score. Jun Yoshimura had the lone goal early in the second half.
Macomb's first win of the season, right?
So Max Preps, as that's going to be saved, Max Preps has it as their second win, but it had it as their first last week. It has a win 0-0 earlier in the season. I'm not sure exactly what is accurate.
I think I checked that too, and it said against a non-varsity opponent.
Yeah.
So I have no
so I'm
clue
not
what
sure
that
exactly
means.
what the official record is, but Max Preps had them giving their first win last week, but then looked at it today, and it says they have 2 wins now, with that win coming back in August. So not exactly sure,
but nonetheless a big win
yeah,
on
big win
Tuesday.
on senior night for sure against A-Town. That is definitely really cool for Macomb to win that, especially on senior night, no less. And A-Town, not a bad club either. They were above 500, 7-5-3, I believe, at the time last week. And their last 2 games, they outscored their opponents 15-0. So, I mean, absolute domination, but coming to Macomb, they weren't able to get anything in the back of the net. Meanwhile, this is into the Quincy Notre Dame territory. Back to the goalkeeper Hankins. Quincy Notre Dame off and running again.
Good job there to flip the field, running all the way back to the keeper and trying to push on the left side, as now they've got a chance to the middle.
Yeah, nice pass across towards the middle. Quincy Notre Dame still with the possession. Bombers take it back. And looks like a foul is called, I believe. Unless it was out of play.
It looks like they're calling that a free kick.
Nonetheless, Macomb will have the possession here. So setting up for the free kick.
Just a few yards behind midfield.
Macomb takes it back. And out of play.
Heck delivered a massive hit on the out-of-bounds call, or on the out-of-bounds play. But no foul called. It'll be a throw-in for Macomb.
Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games in all the area. TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
So it'll be interesting to see Quincy's tactic here in this second half. Are they going to try to park the bus and just keep it 2-0, or push it forward and go for chances? What are you thinking, Caden?
Would not be surprised to see them keep going with the chances here, especially you saw what they did at the end of the first half. And it just seemed like something that came out of nowhere. It happened so fast. They had the possession briefly, then a long shot, and able to get it in. Here comes a shot. Save made by the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper being Daytner. I keep forgetting that last name, but Daytner has a save. And we'll kick it away. But yeah, I don't think Quincy will be slowing down here, especially Macomb not having a single shot on net. I think the last thing you'd want to do is put Macomb back in this game if you're Quincy, or within striking distance. So adding one more goal, 1 or 2, definitely could help ease their way to a victory as of now. We're down to 33 minutes left in the second half. 2-0 Raiders.
Seeing some physical play here between Brody Jones and some of the Bombers midfielders. But no call. The refs are letting them play on here at Macomb High.
Yeah, very physical night so far.
This QND team does look a lot bigger than the Bombers team. It's in height and definitely in weight too. They've been pushing them around all night.
Now might see an opportunity here from the Raiders. Pass to the left, now back towards the middle, moving to his right. Shot was deflected. Quincy Notre Dame back with the possession. Pass to the right. And Macomb ends up clearing. See a throw in for Quincy here. So Macomb, once again, a nice job of getting that out of their end. Looked like Quincy had numbers there briefly. Nice defense there on Quincy's end. They take it back. Back towards the middle of the field, back into the Bomber pitch. So they pass it back, moving to his left. Passing it towards the left corner, might have a shot here. Nothing there yet. Macomb gonna clear once again. This doesn't get very far though. Macomb, or Quincy, moves it to the right with the pass. I believe we have a stoppage of play. Not sure what the call is, but Macomb with the possession. Looks like a free kick.
Might have been an offside call, but Quincy Notre Dame had a great chance there, getting it to Nolan Schreck right in the box, but it was a nice deflection from the Bombers, putting a lot of guys behind the ball and able to get one, a nice deflection to move it forward.
Now pass to the right, back towards the middle. Trying to get a pass to the corner left there. Back towards the middle, slowly moving in. Macomb takes it back towards midfield. Yoshimura. Quincy Notre Dame ends up with the possession here. Once again, a short possession there.
They've done a good job at stifling those Macomb attacks tonight, ending them short before they can even get past the 30-yard mark.
Nice little pass there, actually too much. turned over. Quincy Notre Dame passing it to the right. Back towards the middle. Going back and forth, and nice defense there from Yoshimura to clear it out. Still see it thrown from the Raiders, though. In between some Bombers. A little brief collision there. Quincy Notre Dame back with the control. No call yet.
Oh, they do give him a free kick.
They do.
It's a big one for Quincy Notre Dame. They'll get it about 30 yards out on the far side.
It's got to be a big one here. Raiders trying to extend their lead. 29 minutes, I should say, left here in the second half.
Gonna play it short.
And not much doing there for Quincy Notre Dame.
But off a Bomber defender for a corner, though.
Yeah. This is how they got their first goal of the night in. Came off of a corner kick and was headed in.
If you can capitalize on your set pieces, you're normally going to end up on the winning side of the scoreboard.
It's a good corner kick, but headed off of a Bomber and out of play.
So now we'll get it one on the near side this time.
From one side to another. See what they got here in this second attempt. Corner kick on the way. Looks to be too much, but it's headed.
What a beautiful ball there from Brody Jones as Quincy takes a 3-0 lead now off a great header.
Yeah, that is one heck of a header right there. I did not expect that.
Sending it to the far post, and Quincy Notre Dame sends it to the far post on the header. A beautiful ball in. We got a 3-0 ball game here.
Our second header of the night. And it's 3-0 here in the second half. See how Macomb responds. Once again, that offense has just not been able to make it very far tonight. Back in their own end. Might see a throw in here.
Yeah, it's for QND.
Quincy, yeah. Notre Dame, that is. And they'll throw it in. Once again, already in the Bomber pitch. Might have a shot here, but too much.
Nope,
we
in.
did score. Never mind.
What an excellent goal there.
My goodness.
So Brody Jones gets an assist off a corner kick about a minute ago. This time, he's the one putting it in the back of the net. From about 25 yards out, just takes a strike. And as we were saying, they refrained from taking the long shots earlier, but now, later in this game, they're going to take any shot they can get. And now it's 4-0 Raiders.
It's 2 goals in the last 45 seconds or so.
A big blow to this Bomber defense, who was looking to get back into it, just down 2-0, but certainly outmatched here in the second half.
You blink and it's 4-0. Quincy Notre Dame. And you blink and you miss the 4th goal like I did. That goes out of play. We'll see a throw in for Quincy. Once again, already in Bomber territory. They're not stopping, Joey.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Bombers aren't just trying to play the long ball here. I mean, they've tried to build up possession in their own end, and it hasn't really worked. Try to see them switch up their tactics, maybe.
Oh, my goodness. Nope.
They almost had another chance in the box.
And that'll go out of play. Throw in Quincy Notre Dame.
Oh, they're calling for Bombers.
I guess Macomb will get the throw in here.
Togarepi tried to claim possession, but the ref said, no thank you.
Here's Calvin Steiner. Kick this one in. Contested here.
And Yoshimura is dispossessed again.
Quincy Notre Dame ends up with it. Passes it to the left. Here comes the shot.
It was saved by Daytner there.
Saves by Daytner there, as you said. Down to 25-40 left here in the second half. That goes over Yoshimura's head. And a throw-in for Quincy Notre Dame. Passing it off to the left, now back towards the middle. That pass coming from Ingledew. But once again, a throw-in for Quincy Notre Dame.
Look, that was almost a handball there, but I guess they decided it was above the elbow off Yoshimura.
Nice move there. Moving in. But Macomb's defense able to prevent that from going any further. Now they take it back on the attack. Moving to the right. Might have a shot. Nice defense there on Macomb's end. Kicking it away. Stop and
Great
go.
job from Yoshimura to stay in bounds there. This pass is just off the target.
And looks like we'll have a foul call there. That'll go against Quincy.
So maybe Macomb's best chance of the second half to push the ball into QND territory.
Comes on a free kick here.
They will, but...
And not yet, at least. That's deflected off of a Raider. And Quincy Notre Dame back off and running into the Bomber pitch. Trying to go quick with it. Kicking it back and forth. Here comes the shot. That one is out of play.
Heck did a good job to square that one up from about 20, 21 yards out, but just a little too high.
Just a little.
That one a little bit more center. Could have been a field goal.
Could have.
Put 3 points on the board.
Could have, could have. 4-0 here at 23-23 left in the half. Face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin, State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. He's Joey Yelenick. I'm Caden Strenz. Thank you for tuning in from wherever you may be. Quincy Notre Dame is ahead 4-0. Yoshimura might be the first opportunity of the night for Macomb. And it's saved by the goalkeeper Hinkins, or at least he comes in to take control and prevent Macomb from getting on the board.
Yeah, really the first decent chance we've seen from the Bombers tonight, but Quincy Notre Dame stays composed, and goalkeeper Hankins handles it easily.
Macomb with the possession right now on their own end. They try to move up. That was a good opportunity just moments ago from Yoshimura.
Looks like the ref saw something we didn't. It'll be a free kick for the Bombers.
Yeah. Sun is back out and shining. As you can see on the camera, it's a beautiful evening.
Really is. Just not when you're staring at the sun for 80
you have
minutes.
to do that for Western Illinois soccer very often at home.
Oh, I do. I
feel bad for you guys.
And we stat looking right into the sun. I have my hand raised for about 90 minutes consecutively, it feels like.
I started that with you this year and then switched over to work with Will.
Onto the broadcasting side now. You been having fun over there?
I've been having a lot of fun. Graphics has been my favorite thing. I enjoy it. Well, I also been doing replay. Not sure what the plan is this weekend, though. I've heard some crew members are coming back for Sunday, I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard Kobe and Levi might be coming back on Sunday.
Oh, really? Where would they be?
Kobe and Levi plan on going back to Levi's hometown this weekend, I think.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if they're coming back Sunday or late Saturday, or I've heard, early Sunday to be in time to be part of that soccer production.
Well, it'll be nice to have them back for ESPN Plus broadcast. You can watch all Western Illinois athletic events on ESPN Plus.
And that's to the right. Macomb just going to get it out. Just had the first football production on ESPN Plus this past Saturday.
Western Illinois breaking the streak. 1,064 days is no more.
That's right, it's 0 days. Now it's a one-game winning streak.
One game. Oh, you haven't
That's
seen
exciting.
that W1 in a long time, Caden.
I have not seen it in my undergrad. That was the first time. That was exciting. I mean, it was like, you know, down on the sideline, you got to stay neutral. Otherwise, it would have just been jumping up and down.
Yeah, sideline reporting for ESPN on for our football production.
Forgetting my good friend Russ's name and one of the reports at the end. Had Q laughing at me the whole time because he was actually down there. We got a collision there.
This physical play continues.
Yeah.
That's Isaac Gray, who took down the Bombers player Green.
That was the most physical play I think I've seen tonight.
They have been all over the Bombers, but the refs are letting them play on, and I think it's just due to their overall physicality difference. They're just such a more stronger and well-composed team than the Bombers as we've seen tonight.
It'll keep happening, obviously. Like it won't be called, so you'll keep seeing it happen, that is. Like,
exactly.
It won't stop.
If the refs are handing out cards in a physical match, players will normally start being a little less physical, being a little more cautious. But when you're playing physical, they're going to keep doing it. And it's been working tonight. Raiders up 4-0.
Yeah. I got to fix my scoreboard. I totally did not do that when the second goal happened.
Oh, it happened so fast, I can't blame you.
Or no, it did. It just didn't update on here. Now I got to take one away. There we go. 4-0 Quincy Notre Dame.
Bombers really have not had a chance here in the past 5 minutes or so. See if they'll get one late in this match, though. They really need it.
Yeah, down to 18-40 here in the second half. All Quincy Notre Dame so far. Might see a launch shot here, moving to his left. Not much going there.
Might have called it offside, but it's a free kick nonetheless. Earlier in the match, Quincy Notre Dame was excelling in the short passing game, and they're hitting their guys right in the middle of the field. But later on, we've seen it's really taking a couple dribbles in and taking a shot from about 25 to 30 yards out.
Yeah, as that pass coming out, the kick was turned over right away.
That was a nice little scoop ball there.
Now back towards the middle. Nice pass. Here comes a shot. He scores. What a shot there. Quincy Notre Dame extends the lead.
Nolan Heck with the finish from outside the box, just as we were talking about. They've been deadly from outside the 18, and it's another goal for the Raiders, making it 5-0 tonight. An absolute demolition of this Bomber squad.
So Macomb down 5-0, 17:43 to go. Looking like Quincy Notre Dame will improve their record to 6-10. Crazier things have happened before, though, but this crazy?
I think maybe we'll see the Bombers get one back, and
yeah. Have you seen?
5's a little much.
Have you ever? What's the biggest comeback you've seen in soccer?
In soccer? Oh, I remember Liverpool lost 3. They were down 3 in the 78th to Crystal Palace, and ended up losing.
Are you
and that
kidding?
was in about 2017 or 18.
Wow.
I believe.
God.
Maybe a little earlier, but and that was absolutely devastating as a Liverpool fan. I remember watching that.
Wow.
But there's surely been some more. Oh, wow. Big tackle there. It looks like Quincy's going to get a free kick.
Yeah, it looks like that will be called.
But I cannot say I've ever seen a goal comeback from 5 down before.
5-0 with under 17 to play. Macomb maybe with one shot on net. Not sure how that would be statted. Earlier in the half, we saw Yoshimura with a attempt, but Hankins came in and recovered it before Macomb could really get a shot on net, it felt like. It felt like that was an intended pass more than a shot, but we're not sure how that might have been scored. Right now, it's... Can't tell if it's a penalty or a free kick.
It'll be a free kick.
Free kick.
Yeah, I've taken this one from about 25, 26 yards out. It'll be Fisher and Jones over it. Jones on the near side. Fisher looks like he's going to take it, but you never know. They could trick him and run over.
As we said, they've scored some lengthy shots tonight. This just about as far as they've been able to put it in, but that'll be passed off to the left off of a Bomber leg. Oh, nice pass, but clearing it out is Macomb. That turned into a really good pass and a really good opportunity really quickly, but nothing there.
Surprised to see Gray wasn't called offside there. He looked to be past the last Bomber defender, but maybe just a bad angle from us. But it turns into a QND corner nonetheless.
They've brought one in so far off a corner. That one being a header. They have two of those tonight. Three shots from decent distance. And that's a good save, I believe. Yes, it is, by Stainer. The very tippy top of his hands.
Yeah, and despite letting 5 in tonight, Daytner has done a decent job for himself. I mean, he's been peppered with shots from the Raiders all night, but he has had a couple decent saves. But definitely some stuff to improve on tonight as well.
Yeah, he's made some nice diving saves to his left and to his right, I saw earlier in the first half. And a nice save there. Tippy top.
Looking like Bryce Young trying to throw a pass.
Bryce Young. More like Jalen Hurts this season.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
We're going to talk about a bad offensive line. I mean, we watched the Bears last week, or yesterday.
Yeah, one of the worst in the league, it seems like. Anyways, Quincy Notre Dame, nice defense. Macomb's end. They look to clear, and they do back towards midfield. Looks like we got one Bomber on his own. A lot of Quincy Notre Dame Raiders in the area, though, but getting it pretty far down the field. Quincy Notre Dame will take it back, though, quickly moving into Bomber territory. Down to under 14 to play. Quincy Notre Dame 5, Macomb 0. And not stopping yet. Quincy Notre Dame. Passing it to the left. Long shot and just to the right. Almost putting that in. It looked like, at least from our end, almost putting that in. Obviously, we might not have the best angle, but man, it looked like for a while there you were wondering if that was going to go in the back top right corner.
I mean, my jaw dropped when he took it. I really thought that that one was heading towards that back far post. But Macomb catches a break on the long distance shot, as they've had a couple go in tonight. But there, you say a Hail Mary in. Thankfully, it doesn't go in.
So back towards midfield, and we'll see a throw-in for Macomb. Under 13 to go.
We just saw QND make a wave of subs. About 4 or 5 came in, I believe. So they're up by a lot in this one.
Kane Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb supports Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In Bushnell, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85.
A bomber throw here on the near side.
Back towards the middle of the field.
Just unable to control it from the Bombers' end.
Moving to the right and looks to be heading out of play. See a throw in here for Quincy Notre Dame. Down to 11:40 left in this one. It's the best view of the night as the sun has now hid behind some clouds and potentially going under the trees here shortly.
Yeah, thankfully for those trees here right in the middle of the field helping hide the sun, we can finally see now.
I'll be back here later in the month of October. Looks like October 18th is my next time out here.
For soccer?
For football.
Oh, gotcha.
Sun will be long gone, though. 7 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
Collision there. Physicality once again. No foul. Quincy Notre Dame moving in. Off of a bomber to leg. Towards midfield, and Quincy Notre Dame, once again, they just are able to put it into the Bombers' pitch. Macomb now into Raider territory as they look to get something going here for
nice
momentum.
Ball on.
Might have a one-on-one. That's going to go to the left, though. But, yeah, as you said, a nice one-on-one on a nice pass. Great opportunity there for Macomb to get on the board. As good of an opportunity as they've had all night.
However, that ball did take a deflection off a QND defender, and it'll be a corner kick on the near side for the Bombers.
See what this corner kick can bring here.
Quincy sends the house back. Just one man up front, whereas the Bombers leave 4 back on the corner. Certainly outmanned here. They just don't want to make it 6 rather than putting one on the board. Although we might see some of these supporting players make a run in on the second ball.
Corner kick coming in, headed off of a Raider, now a Bomber. Macomb looks to get some possession there. They'll clear back into their own end. That was Royer picking that one up.
Despite being up 5-0, Quincy still brings the pressure, trying to get a counterattack goal. They had a 2-on-1 there if they could have forced an interception, but
yeah, I know that we
they'll
mentioned
go back and try to reverse field.
We mentioned earlier in this half questioning if Quincy would keep applying the pressure, and that was back when it was 2-0. And boy, have they really done that.
Certainly a one-sided answer to that question is Quincy Notre Dame has added 3 goals in this second half, 2 within a 45-second span. And you could argue it should be a little more than 5, as Quincy's had some chances they haven't capitalized on.
That just seems like crazy to say in a 5-0 game, but there have been some really good opportunities for sure from Quincy. And we'll have a free kick, I believe, from Macomb, down to 8.5 minutes left in this one. See how Macomb can finish this one off, try and get some momentum to end this game before they head off to their next, which will be at Geneseo on Thursday, October 3rd. Might have a chance. And they score. The Bombers get on the board late in this one to make it 5-1. So 8:09 to go. Macomb does get on the board. It's 5-1.
Good to see the Bombers answer back with a goal of their own after taking a 5-0 deficit early on. Getting one back certainly helps to ease the pain of that large deficit they currently face.
Nice defense on the Bomber end, back to back, deflected off him. See a throw in for Macomb. Pass
Macomb,
intercepted.
Putting the pressure on Quincy Notre Dame. held the ball in their half for a while. Here's
And
another
now
chance
here
for
comes another
Fomodu.
shot, nothing there. That shot going to go to the left and out of play.
Looks like it took a deflection, though. It'll be out for another corner.
.6:55 left in this one.
Kuraz taking the corner.
Here comes that corner. Headed off of a Raider. Bombers still take possession, though. Kicks it to the left. And it looks to be heading out of play.
Be a Bomber throw here.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/portal to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Macomb trying to get a shot here, but Quincy Notre Dame looks to come away with it and move it up to midfield. Macomb will throw in. That is Vihanek. Will throw it in. And a very high kick up in the air. Will be headed off of a Bomber. Looks like Royer has possession, but Quincy Notre Dame takes it back. Royer trying to get it back. Macomb ends up with it. And he will pass it up to Kuraz. Up towards the middle. It's a foot race here. Might have a one-on-one, but it's saved. Or by Hankins, or at least able to cover it up.
Not the best first touch there from Fomodu. You want to take that a little more calmly. Give yourself a chance to get a shot on goal. But instead it lands calmly into the hands of Hankins.
It's been nice to see in these final 10 minutes, at least with Macomb being down 5-0. Not necessarily having no momentum in a way. They've had several shots here in these final 10 minutes. So at least trying to end on a higher note.
And it looks like they've switched from a back four to a back three, as here come about 1 million subs. Could be a whole platoon swap.
Yeah, lots of subs here.
More people coming in than staying in. I think about 7 there for Macomb. Emptying the whole bench.
Right. Here in these final 4.5 minutes, so get some playing time here and see what they could do. In these 4.5 minutes here on the field. Once again, I want to thank everyone listening in tonight to this TSSR presentation presented by MDH, McDonough District Hospital, for this Monday evening matchup between the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders and the Macomb Bombers. So right now, Quincy Notre Dame ahead 5-1 with under 4 to play, and that's going to go out of play, it looks like, but maybe not. Or no, it will be a corner, or will it be a throw-in? Not sure yet. Looks like Quincy Notre Dame running over to the left corner for what appears to be a corner kick. It's a good corner kick. It's headed off to the left, and it's headed off of a Bomber. That's a nice defensive stop to avoid it from going in the net. And it goes out of play. Might have saved a goal in all honesty. I mean, that direction the ball was going, that would have been a tough read for the goalkeeper.
Big play to step up from this Bomber defense here, who just made a wave of subs, so a lot of people who just came on. But good team defending overall, good communication to knock it out for another corner.
Down to under 3 minutes left here in this one. And this will just be a simple kick Here comes the shot. Looks like a deflection. Back and moving back towards the middle of the field. Quincy Notre Dame with the possession. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. Do you need ice for your upcoming event, Joey? Or do you not need ice? You got any upcoming events that are special to you?
I need ice for every event.
Yeah.
That's why I go to Midwest Ice.
That's right. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Got a minute 45 left in this one. Quincy Notre Dame is ahead 5-1. He's Joey Jelinek. I'm Caden Strunz. As the goalkeeper will roll it away. Pawn Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, I should say. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Ayurko and Taco Bell. We're down to the final minute of play here, and Quincy Notre Dame is ahead 5-1. So down to 50 seconds. And now down to 40. Down to 30. 5-1 Quincy Notre Dame. They look to, or they will close things out here in this final minute.
I think it'd be pretty shocking to see Macomb come back this late in the match, but still good for them to get one back. They showed a lot of promise for about 5 minutes there, really controlling possession in Quincy's half as they're all going to push up on this late free kick here with the clock ticking down.
Down to 5 seconds left. Kicking it up towards the middle.
They got
That's
one more
going to do it here this afternoon. Quincy Notre Dame is victorious on this Monday afternoon, 5-1 the final score. And Joey, Quincy Notre Dame, a lot more opportunities in Macomb today.
Yeah, Quincy really dominated the match from start to finish. They really, really excelled in the quick passing game. A lot of 1-2 balls right in the middle of the field on the outside of the box that allowed them to create opportunities. And for Macomb, it couldn't have been more different. They were unable to really get anything going until the second half. But they did get one back on the board, making it 5-1 for the final here. So the Bombers move to 1-11 on the season. Quincy moving to
1-11 or 2-11, whatever.
1-11, 2-11.
Something like that. But anyways,
Quincy moving to 6-10.
That's right, 6-10 and a big win tonight. Thanks for joining us, Joey. Nice having you on here for the second half. We say so long from Macomb High School. Once again, final score, Raiders 5, Bombers 1. We'll see you guys around. This has been a TSSR presentation presented by MDH.